What's up, it's Joshua? I just want to address, yesterday I just came out of the darkness. I went in there for like about 12 hours or some shit like that. Whatever. This goes back a long way, so I'm not going to get into it if I can think about it, but, right? So, here's what happened. I was supposed to go in the dark, because I wasn't supposed to go to LA, and so, let me just put it to you like this, right? When you people talk, or there's things on TV, or there's all this stuff going on around you, and what you see, I don't see that. I don't hear the conversation that you're hearing. There's all kinds of secret codes that I know, so I don't hear that conversation. If you come up and touch me, that's why I never know if you're an angel person or a shadow person, because like I can hear what you're saying, what you think you're saying. I can also hear a coded message, and then a bird will chirp. It's very complex, right? I don't sit there and dwell on it. I can do it just because I've been doing it for so long. But I used to dwell on it, right? And the way that I figured it all out, I was doing crystal meth. For real. I don't know why, but it doesn't affect me the same way, right? That's how I broke the New Testament. I deciphered the whole New Testament because of not sitting there doing it all the time. I do it, go into the darkness, and then shit would happen, and all the code. See, it's been happening for so long that what happens is, right? Because I don't, my regular everyday life, I stay away from it because it's a fucking rabbit hole. It's vague, and unless you know exactly what it's saying, it's usually used to emotionally throw me off, or make me mad to where I'll research something, fucking throw it out, and I'll figure out that there was another meaning behind it. Well, it usually happens. So that's why, like, I didn't plan on this whole thing to happen, right? I'm not trying to explain anything to you. It's for your benefit. But that's why I don't go around people. That's why, especially then. Because I was like, yeah, because what will happen is, I'll go up and I'll talk, somebody will come up and talk to me, right? They'll start saying all kinds of weird shit. They'll sound weird to you, and a whole bunch of fucking number codes are in it. And then I'm off for the races, because I can't stop until I fucking decipher the whole fucking number code. I backwards, forwards, the names, fucking numbers. I will just sit there for go through it in my head over and over and over and over and over and over. Right? And it's real, the codes are real. Fucking, but the reason is because that's how I was taught to do it. So that's why I don't want to hear it from you. Because in my everyday life, I don't fucking pay attention to shit. I just know. You know, but I could sit there and do it. It's like when I was first in prison and taught all this stuff, I sat there 24/7 for 3 years and just wrote down everything I saw. Every day. That's what I did. Anyway, so it's usually something about me dying, somebody's fucking betraying me, somebody in my family. It's all possible. All right? Would I use it? Because it's still possible. I'm not infallible. I especially that stuff brings me so much humility, right? Because if people came up to me and did the stuff they do, like, that's the only time they come in and sack me. Is that I'd be like, first of all, like, you know, look what you're doing. Which commandment is thou shalt not do crystal meth? Can you give me that commandment, David Jeremiah? Which commandment is it? I've been looking. I've yet to find it. It's not in there. So, I mean, like, pretty much you guys made that shit up. Whether it's good or bad, I'm not telling you about what. I haven't seen that commandment. And I work for the Most High God, so fuck you. Right? Second of all, come up with, like, the other thing is, I won't even pay attention. This shit goes on around me all the time. I don't even pay attention to it. I've killed Satan like 10 times. For real, killed Satan, demons, fucking... right? Sat with the angel of death, deciphered all the problems. I mean, I've seen. So if some Joe Blow guy that doesn't even know what he's talking about, or maybe he does, comes up to me on the street and starts talking to me about whatever, or mouthing off to me about God firing me, because that's usually what it is. If I'm not in my humility mode, right? I'd be like, you ever seen John Wick? Right? I'm John Wick. If John Wick had a boss and his boss was God, I would be God's John Wick. I'm a demon killer. It's like one of my job descriptions. I kill demons. Like, for real. Like, so you're gonna, like, I wouldn't even pay attention to the mysterious code inside of him telling me he's gonna kill me, because I'm like, okay. It doesn't like, so it brings me down, because then I start, and it's not even about I'm scared of that. It's that I'm like, I'm not infallible. I mean, I've deciphered something that the whole world follows and roundly agrees, Jesus Christ is real, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm even indoctrinated for the last 50 years into Jesus Christ. Like, so, it's possible that I'm not Moshiach, and that it was all a trick, and it's actually about somebody else, right? So I research, so I go and I have to look at it. You know, because I'm like, well, I can't be wrong about this God thing. I know, no, I can't be. I gotta make sure. Not because I give a fuck about how everybody feels about it, but like, you know, you can't go around, like, I act a certain way that would probably seem flippant to everybody towards God. We got our homies, right? I mean, so, like, I mean, I talk a certain way, like I said the other day, I'm like, I don't pray, I don't. I talk to God fucking 24/7. It would be redundant for me to pray and ask Him for anything. And like the other messages, they're like, you're going to get more than you ever prayed for. I never actually asked for anything. I was told this. I was told I'm this. And I have to go do it. It wasn't like, I was sitting there going, "Under God, please." I said, "Here, you, come here. You're this." Okay. Well, it's been all bad. It always is. And like I follow, everything I follow, 90% of the time, I get walked into a wall on purpose. All the time. It's never like the victory of David or anything. I get walked right into a wall. It's fucking disastrous. All the fucking time. I get lied to all the time. But, you know, like, I figured that one out. I figured out, like, about 3 years ago, I was being lied to. Like, you're lying to me. You're not supposed to do that. But you better go read Zechariah. It says, I assure you. He assures me because he says, I'm going to lie to you. I assure you. You know? So, I mean, it's possible that, like, maybe I am wrong. And I can't be wrong because that would be a terrible thing. Like I'd be contrite. Like, But usually, like, right now, I wouldn't. Because here's what I would say to God. I was thinking about it today. That I'm going to go back to, like, some old school stuff I used to say to God. Because this used to happen all the time. All the time I'm going to get killed. Demons and fucking run me around all over the place. Right? And I'd get through it and I'd defeat it and whatever. And I'd be like, aha, I won. And then it would be like, no, you didn't win because you didn't do this or something. And it was just fucking, within 6 hours of the victory, something would come to destroy me, fuck everything up, make me miserable. Be like, you gotta solve this one now. It just would go on and on and on. And finally, I would say this to God. I'm like, you need to work on your communication skills. Is this the only way that you could tell me that I'm not supposed to go to Los Angeles right now? I'm supposed to stay in Las Vegas. And there's a reason, because of Passover and Jesus and all this other stuff's going to go down. And just wait for it, because you know what? Like, you usually follow everything anyway. No! You're all going to get betrayed and killed. That's what the message was. And basically at the end of the message, there's a bunch of stuff. But basically at the end of the message was, don't go to Los Angeles yet. You could just tell me that. That's what I'm saying. I need to work on his communication skills. See, shit like that. I get to do shit like that. But if I'm wrong, I can't talk to God like that. See, that's the thing. I was just sticking up for how I talked to God. But yeah, back to and the people, whatever. I killed demons. I just had my own video game, Joshua Demon Killer, for real. I kill demons for real. I like fake the Catholics. And the other thing is I went on a tangent for. I counted. It was like at the 12th hour. I'm like 12 hours. We're out, right? And I didn't think about it at the time. And then when I was jumping out of the bed, I was like, it dawned on me. I'm like, that only took 12 hours. And people would be like, "Stay away, man, you're not gonna try that." No, I fucking broke that whole thing down, took it apart, put it. I mean, I've already done it a million times, but I still have to go through it because God can just change it. Just because He says I'm Moshiach doesn't mean that it could just be like at the end. Thank you, but I'm going in another direction. You were bait, and it's possible. You know, what am I going to say? He's God. I can't fucking be like, well, I disagree with you. I should be able to do that. See, that's the dilemma, right? I should be able to do that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was upset about. I don't ever get to say my side of the story. Forgot what I was talking about. Oh, 12 hours. Right? You'd be like, so big deal. You know how long is Christianity is completely made up and delusional and fucking out there? How long? It's like almost in its 2000th year. You guys still haven't gotten that shit together. It took me like, I got it together in like 2 years. When it finally fucking was, I was given like the complete key. 2 years. Yeah, I've been doing that shit for 2,000 years. It's just not real. All right? 12 hours. But when I did the Christianity thing, the first thing that I broke, along with all the 18 million other codes that I know and how fucking everything works like the Matrix, 2 years. 2 years. 2 years of that feeling like that, being told I'm going to get killed every day unless I figure this out. And this is 2 years. It's manifesting. There's all kinds of different manifestations that probably all civilizations went through. I had to walk through, right? And I got better at it. It was 2 years. And then I'd be on it non-stop fucking, that's all I'd be for like 6 months, right? Then I get that one out of the way. Then I started copping on how everything worked. And then it would be 2 months. 2 months. 2 months, I'd be like, this is possible. It's all that pagan fucking Catholicism, astrology, all that stuff you guys use and all that stuff, words and good luck and stuff. It's that stuff. But on steroids. Right? So, 4 months, I'd be like, that's not real. Let's disprove it. And I killed Satan again. I killed the demon again. Because that's what the demon is. I just killed it. No, but there's another demon. How many demons are there? How many Satans are there? What I fucking want to say. Then it was 2 months. Right? Then it got to 2 weeks. It got down to 2 weeks. Because I know right away. I know right away, and I still participate in it, and I'm going to tell you why. I know instantly, because I've done it so many times. I know as soon as I'm like, no. But then it'd be like 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'd do it for 2 weeks, I'd disprove it, I'd be like, no, it's not real. Then it got down to 1 day. And it would always be a rotating fucking things and manifestations, this complex shit. And then it started over. And it came back to, I will someday. But 1 day, and 1 day you'd be like, well, there is only one God. Yes, there is. But God says, your ways are not my ways. And you guys have made up everything that's in, I don't care, rabbinical Judaism, the New Testament, Islam. All that shit is plagiarized, false, fucking made up shit. I didn't make it up. You guys made it up. Now that I know that it's made up, all that stuff needs to be investigated. Everything. Everything. Love your neighbor. You're supposed to. Yeah, you probably are supposed to love your neighbor, but how do I know that? I can't trust love your neighbor. You want to know why I can't trust you to love your neighbor? Because Jesus Christ isn't real, and you're a liar. So now I have to go and fight, shit like that. But for what? So I don't know. Maybe God is doing things this way. Maybe he's bored. I don't know. So I have to go investigate it. So one day, and then I go through it, and then it wouldn't take us very long because we'll start testing it right away. If it's a manifestation thing, some warlock wizardry stuff, or whatever, because if there was warlocks and shit and wizards and demon fucking magi, I would be like the Quran and fucking, I would be Satan, because I know how to do all that shit. And here's the thing, and it breaks down into a bunch of different ways, but they come at me and be like, you're gonna die, we did this, and all this fucking supernatural shit will happen in front of me, right? And they'll be like, and this is why. And then I'll come back and do the same thing at them and be like, okay, you should be dead now and I should have won because I just completely did it and killed you and by your rules. No, that's not how it works. Yeah, because it's not real. Thank you. They don't come at me because I don't pay attention to it anymore. So I'm just saying. That's stories for days. Peace. Gone.